Hi everyone, this is Lady T with your Aquarius cosmic messages for June 2023. Before we get started, please like, share, subscribe, and comment as you will. I hope that you find the readings helpful to you in some kind of way, as that's the point of the channel. I thank you for what you've already done to support the channel. So let's go ahead and get started with Aquarius. So Aquarius, your center energy is wanting justice, wanting is something to be done by way of justice on your behalf, wanting things to be fair and to be right. Crowning energy is the Five of Pentacles. So feeling left out in the cold in some kind of way about a situation or a set of circumstances. Um, undermining energy is the High Priestess in challenge position, which tells me that you may be having some kind of difficulty with paying attention to your intuition in this situation or along the way. What led up to this? We have the Nine of Cups, so really wanting to step into your happiness um, uh, at all costs is what I'm getting. But you want to be careful with the at all costs energy because you don't want to step on others to achieve this happiness because you've been feeling sort of blocked with a decision of some sort regarding some kind of investment that you've made in this situation or this circumstance. Now, the Three of Pentacles is perhaps needing to work with others as you move forward to understand or to gain some insight or to take notice of a direction and then that you need to go in. Now let's go ahead and get into our oracle messages. So the first one we have here is breathe. This moment matters most. How can you focus on the moment and appreciate all that as well? So this is about stepping into that attitude of gratitude as you move forward, understanding that this too shall pass. This situation, this circumstance, this time shall pass. But during this interim, while it's passing, while it's moving forward, you want to focus on an attitude of gratitude. So really writing out a list of gratitude, stepping into the beauty of life, even in the difficulty of whatever this situation is about. Holding on to the gratitude of being able to still wake up every day, having a roof over your head, having food to eat, having a pillow that cradles your head so that you can sleep well. Those kinds of things. Stepping into that really deep level of gratitude during this time, how you've been blessed in the past, how you currently are blessed, those kinds of things. This is a 13, so this is a 4, so this is all about stability. Next, we have another 4 with the 31, and it says, everyone is on their own journey. How can you focus more on your own path? So in this situation, because of this message, I'm getting the idea that there's more than one person involved. And so this is about you focusing on what you need to focus on at this time and not worrying about others, because something tells me that spirit has those others that are important to you covered, and realizing that it's a time to hone in on what you need to be focused on. Next, we have a 28, which is a 10, which is all about a 1, endings, new beginnings kind of thing, right? It says, don't run from the darkness, embrace your shadow side. What aspect of yourself have you been afraid to look at or address? So this is about, again, back to that Seven of Pentacles. What have you been blocked from understanding? What have you been investing in that perhaps you need to take a look at? Again, with the 7 here, that's divine guidance. And this is about coming into balance between the light and the dark within you, even coming into acceptance, coming into ownership, accountability for the choices, decisions, investments, etc., that you have made. And not only owning that, but forgiving yourself, forgiving everybody else involved, and moving forward, looking at the cycles of life, perhaps even looking at and maybe the cyclical events that have led up to this moment. I'm just getting a lot of different things when I look at this card. Now we have a 44. So fours are very significant to you at this time. And it says, come together, we need each other. So to me, this is about coming into balance within yourself, the light and the dark, the duality of everyone's nature, coming into understanding and balance with this is going to give you the balance and the justice, because remember, the justice here in your center energy is all about coming into balance even. So here we have, where have you been separating yourself or pushing against others in the world? So this is about also understanding the oneness of everything. This is about understanding the interconnectedness of everything and how we are all connected. Lots of deep messages here. But definitely coming into also the divine masculine, divine feminine within yourself at this time, addressing the shadow so that the shadow no longer controls the situation, controls your actions, understanding where the shadow is coming in and why, even. Now, let's go ahead and move into your next set of messages. We have some in the reverse, we have some in the upright. So let's go ahead and take a look at these. So the first, no, this is the first one, sorry. So here we have mirrored souls, and this is a 21, so this is a 3. So again, you have a repeating number of 3 here, as we have in your outcome. So this is about perhaps, not understanding the term mirroring, and not understanding how manifestations and how those things work, how things show up in our life to mirror back to us about what we need to heal within ourselves. They are lessons we need to learn. Maybe perhaps not understanding that someone of significant value in your life is a mirrored soul, even, is what it's also coming through. So perhaps not understanding how relationships are being presented to you in this lifetime to help mirror things back to you that also are about your healing, about showing you some things that need to be addressed within your own life. Here we have a number 7 here with the celestial teacher. And so to me, this is about your intuition. This is about also understanding your purpose, your role in this lifetime, perhaps with a celestial teacher. Maybe you're here to teach because maybe you are going through things so that you can learn the lessons to teach others. Again, in number 7, so again, to me, that speaks about divine. And perhaps even with the imagery on the card, this is about allowing for the enlightenment and that spiritual connection to come through to provide some information to you as well. So this ties right back to the high priestess in the challenge position. Are you allowing for the intuitive insights to come through, with this being in the reverse that's telling me a no? Perhaps feeling blocked even with that 2 of swords that we talked about and what led up to this. Next, we have 30 of 5, which is an 8. And this is about talking about walk your truth. So this is about you standing in your power. This is about you owning the light and the dark within you, coming into balance so that neither one overshadows the other. Integration. This is about standing in your truth. This is about taking full accountability. This is about forgiveness. This is about healing. There's so many messages that are coming through. And as you walk your truth, you will also gain the wisdom from the lessons and then become even more intuitive and or the celestial teacher that perhaps you are meant to be as you move forward. Next, we have the shadow self. We've talked a lot about that, so I'm not really going to cover too much more about that, other than this is again another integration of the shadow self. You could be going through the dark night of the soul. You could be having the ego death. You could be having the understanding that we have to forgive our dark side. We have to understand why the dark side is coming out, how the ego is presenting itself, how it really shapes our actions, because there's some unhealed things that we have to deal with so that we can have our ego dance with us moving forward in the way that is a positive way for us. Next, and the last one we have here, also in the reverse, is number 34. So sevens are very significant, just as fours are, and this is unconditional love. And this was in the reverse. This is about understanding what unconditional love is. This is about seeing yourself in the same way that spirit sees you. This is about understanding that we give unconditional love because we are unconditional love, and that's who we are in our soul, in our spirit. And that is being highlighted to give yourself unconditional love as well as others. Now we're going to move into the cosmic guidance messages. Next, we have ask wonderfully, receive graciously. To me, this is about asking for the assistance that you need from your friends, family, spiritual team, spirit, your ancestors. And in order for them to really help you, this is about asking. This is about perhaps even humbling yourself to ask for the assistance needed. And then when it comes in, being very, very grateful for it. Next, we have your greatest joy pollinates the world. This is the true you. This is the joyful, the blissful, the happy, the content, the balanced, the at peace part of you that wants to come shining through. This is a number. That card was a 4. The last one we just read. This is a 41, which is a 5. So this means that this is the change you're walking into, because this is who you are meant to be. You are meant to be joy, peace, love, and happiness. But we all are on our journey, and we are all on the journey to come back to who we are authentically. And this is who you are. Once you step into this is you sharing your light, sharing your joy, sharing your authenticity and who you are meant to be with the world, because that's what we're all really here to do. We've got Soul Giraffe again. We've got another 7. So again, we've talked about 7s are very significant for you. See, to me, Soul Giraffe is getting the higher view, because a giraffe is very, very tall. They can see things from a higher perspective. They gain that insight because they have the height to look above things. They gain that new perspective. Also, giraffes to me are very unique in their appearance. And so this is about the celebration. You see the sun and the brightness, the illumination shining, right? This is about showing up, being your unique, authentic self, shining your light for others as you move forward. Here we have 4, we have 5, we have 7. Next, we have 8, which is 35. You cannot pour from an empty cup. This is about your rejuvenation. This is about your transition, your transformation. This is about your renewal, because you cannot give to others before you give to yourself. You can't give to others, not having anything to give. So this is about always learning the lesson to give to yourself first. That's why you have the 9 of Cups here, because that is the selfish side of the cups. The 9 of Cups means being selfish enough to know that you need to give to yourself. It doesn't mean selfish in the negative sense of the term selfish, right? Because we want to say it's all about you. But in all essence, it really is all about you. It's about each one of us, meaning that we cannot continue to pour from an empty cup. What do you truly give of value when you yourself have nothing to give? You see what I'm saying? So that's a number 8. And what I love about this is you have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 all out here with your cards. And it says, bloom where you're planted. What this tells me is take it step by step, plant the seeds, grow, as you can right from where you are, accepting where you are, and forgiving, loving, being at peace, going on this journey, dealing with what needs to be dealt with and heal, okay, so that you can bloom right where you are. Now let's go ahead and move into your cosmic guidance messages. That last deck was the Cosmic Journey Oracle. This one up here was the Cosmic Oracle. And then the one at the very top, I can't even tell you what those are called, so I'm not even going to tell you what they're called because I don't remember. Now, the first card we have here is create. Nurture your creative energy. So first of all, you have to replenish your creative energy. That's the empty cup we were just talking about. So in order for you to create, you have to get into a quiet space. You have to get into the things that make you passionate and bring you joy again. And so this is also about coming back into the fullness of you so that you can create, stepping back into your passion, having your mojo, all that kind of stuff. Next, we have stillness, lack of movement. So this is in the quietness, the stillness. You see how you have the moon and the mountains, you've got the water, and the water is still. The mountains are still. This is a very, very non-moving energy. So this is about getting into stillness. This is about perhaps about meditation. This is about putting the electronics down, getting into the quietness of nature. You can use music, but sometimes I find that when you're trying to be in the stillness of things, you have to have no distraction whatsoever. So really, really enjoying the stillness is what I'm also get here. And resting, because resting is about not moving. Okay. Next, we have healing. Allow light into your wounds. So this is about number one, grounding comes into play here. This is about heart chakra, because you see right here in the middle of the chest, that's where the energy is flowing and coming out of. So it's that exchange. It's the healing of the heart chakra, the healing of the body, the mind, the spirit, the soul, the renewal, the replenishment we talked about. So this is about allowing for this to happen, allowing for the balance to occur, dealing with whatever pops up, whatever shows up, because you had the mirrored souls in the reverse. So this is about things that have to be dealt with in order to move forward in a positive way. Next, we have you are safe. The universe has your back. So to me, this is about the protection that the universe has put around you. This is about being inside the cocoon, healing, being rejuvenated, replenished, and allowing for this. You see how this is a dark circle. This is also dark night of the soul. This is about allowing for anything that needs to come up because you're in a safe space for it to be healed. You're in a safe space for it to be addressed. And this is about your spiritual team being all around you as well, protecting you, guiding you through this process. And then the last one we have here, we have, I want to say these are wasps or bees, right? So they are busy at work, okay? This is hard work, commitment, and perseverance. So this is about going through that journey, going through that transformation, going through that healing process, allowing for things to come up and be healed, feeling those feelings, dealing with them, being kind to yourself, but it is going to be hard work to do this. The journey to from the dark night of the soul, the transition, the transformation. It is not for the light of heart. It is hard work because things come up that you may have thought that you had healed this already, or you may not have ever touched on certain things because you wanted to keep pushing them down and not deal with them. But on a journey of healing, on a journey of awakening, there is going to come a time when you are going to have to address things. And I believe that this time is now. And it is going to require the hard work. It is going to require the commitment from you, the commitment to spirit, trusting and having faith that spirit's got your back during this time. And it is going to take the perseverance, the strength that you're going to need to pull from in those times when you want to give up. Now, let's go ahead and move into our cosmic Cosmic guidance oracle cards. And the first one we have here is doubt, fear, greed, discreet, out of integrity. So perhaps things have been, very doubtful for you. You've been walking in fear, and maybe you've wanted to hide things, and not necessarily be in integrity with your truth as you've moved in life prior to this moment. And so now is the time to handle all of this, to deal with this, to feel it, heal it, to forgive, to be accountable, to deal with things, because the justice card also can talk about balancing the scales, and it can talk about karma also. Next, we have new direction, decision at hand, inner wisdom compass. So, to me, this is where you are coming through this transition. You are stepping into this new direction. You have a decision to make. Which way do I go? This is where you seek the divine. This is where you seek your spiritual guidance. This is where you ask for assistance when you don't know where to go, which way to go. You ask for assistance. Then you wait for the sign, and you keep you keep your senses sharp for it. It could be coming by way of a dream. It could be coming by way of a discussion. It could become from a song you hear. It can come so many different ways. So paying attention is what I get there. Next, we have mark the signs. So this is your spiritual signs. This could be signs and synchronicities even. This could be with the heart journaling we talked about over here with the heart healing. With the heart journaling, this is about keeping notes. This is about journaling in what I consider free writing. So journaling is asking yourself whatever question you need to ask. And then do free writing about it. You don't worry about what you're writing. You just write, because that is truly the authentic. This is your subconscious higher self speaking about what's really going on. And the only way you get to the truth of the matter is you do write, but you free write, and you don't try to stop yourself from expressing what is truly bothering you, what is truly needing to be healed, what is truly holding you back, whatever thoughts you're having, whatever limiting beliefs, whatever blocks, any of that stuff will come up as you do this free writing around the heart. And then we have note the clues. So that's the clues. When you do this free writing, you're going to put it up for about a day or two. Then you're going to go back to it, because it's going to give you the insights you need as to where you are at, what needs to be healed, what direction do you need to take to achieve whatever you get from that writing. Okay. Next, we have cosmic portal, divine gateway, blessed doorway, open the pathway. You open the pathway when you heal. You open this gateway when you decide that it's time for you to move forward and do it in integrity. When you decide that you want something more for your life, that you deserve more, that you are worthy of more. That's when you open up these cosmic portals and divine gateways. So understanding that when you do the work, you get the blessing. Okay. Next, we have anxiety relief. So this is about releasing the anxiety. This is about releasing the negativity or anything else that has been holding you back. It says, let go of worry, time to heal, renew. We've talked about renewal. We've talked about healing. And this is also about trust and faith and belief. This is about going back home and having that spiritual connection that perhaps you had at one time, but maybe you lost it. Maybe you walked away from it. But whatever it is, you're being called home. Next, we have helpful person, friend, ally, companion on the horizon. So again, you are getting assistance coming in to assist you. So this could be your spiritual team. Remember, you have to ask, but also this could be friends, family, or someone showing up to assist you also. Someone that you can trust and you will know. And then the last one is team up with the best. This goes back to the Three of Pentacles. More is available. Uncover new options. So whatever whatever you are needing more of, whether that's assistance, whether that's abundance, whether that's rest, forgiveness, whatever it is, more is available. And then the choices that you can move forward with are also plentiful as well with Uncover the New Options. So also, stay in touch with your spiritual team. Get into a regular practice of meditation, being in peace, being in stillness so that you can hear the guidance, because usually the guidance be by way of signs and synchronicities. It can be by way of dreams. So it's very important for you to be aware and paying attention for the guidance given. Now, the last cards we're going to do are the personal power deck. So I'm going to go ahead and shuffle this a little bit. These are already pre-shuffled, and I'm going to make sure that they're all in the upright. I don't typically read this deck in the reverse, but if they come out reversed, then there's a message there. Okay, let's see. There's a few that were turned in the reverse. And these are messages about your personal power to give you some guidance on in what ways do you need to focus on as you step into your personal power. Yeah, I think we're almost ready. Give me just a moment to check these last few. Okay. Okay. Holy Spirit, go ahead and give me some messages for Aquarius, please. Let the messages flip over completely or fall out completely. Thank you. Messages for Aquarius. Personal power messages for Aquarius. Give me some messages for Aquarius Spirit. Because I cannot believe you don't have any. I know that's not true. Yep, there we go. I'm just going to flip them over until we get them all out. Then we'll go through them. Yep, here we go. What else? Okay. What else? Anything else? Last go around. Anything else? Okay, last one. All right. So let's see what we have. Okay, the first one we have is I am blessed, which goes right back to the gratitude message we first talked about. When you step into the I am blessed energy, when you step into understanding that no matter what you're going through, you are still blessed, that really will release some powerful energy for you. And this is about being humble. This is about understanding that you are blessed no matter what is going on. Okay, because when you look around, there's always a person who's going through something, that is worse than you. And so, therefore, when you keep yourself in a blessed energy, understanding that it allows for the doors to be open for you to be blessed again and again and again. So the attitude of gratitude really speaks very strong here. Next, we have I am knowledge. This was about learning, because you see, the person is sitting there with a book of learning something. This is about continual learning. This is about taking the wisdom from the pain. This is about moving forward with that knowledge and releasing the guilt, the blame, the shame, the whatever with that, but just taking the lesson and the wisdom. Next, we have I am perceptive. This again is stepping into the high priestess energy that was in the challenge, understanding that you have the gift of intuition, as we all do. This could mean that you're going to have heightened intuition, even. Next, we have I am happy, and this is about understanding your joy, bringing joy back into your life, bringing creativity and passion, stepping back into the good things of life, keeping it simple. Okay, but also understanding what happiness really means, and stepping back into that energy, even with the inner child energy, doing things that are fun again, that bring you joy and happiness, and that you deserve it as well. That you deserve it, you're worthy of it. It is something that's available to anyone, but you do have to do the healing, because if you've had negative thinking, if you've had limiting beliefs blocking you, this work must be done so that you can step back into this energy. And also, being happy is a decision. Okay, because remember we had the two of swords here, which means blocked. Okay, so just bringing that to light. I am lovable. Again, you are lovable. You deserve love, you deserve happiness, you deserve whatever it is that you desire. So just really walking in this energy. And something tells me to tell you to be using affirmations 2 to 3 times a day that really, really lift you up. Make them personal, make them strong, make them ones that make you feel strong when you say them to yourself, because the affirmations build up that network inside your mind to change the record that you've been playing, the lies you've been telling yourself, that you weren't worthy, you weren't lovable, you weren't whatever, right? So this is about rebuilding, restructuring. And if you have those negative thoughts, stopping them in their tracks and really reframing it. Well, I've made some mistakes, but I'm not my mistakes. Those kinds of things, or whatever you can come up with that's going to turn that thinking around. You've got to catch it though. Next, I am divinely guided. Again, you are being led by spirit. You are being surrounded by spirit, as we talked about on this card here. You are being loved on by spirit, so that your cup can be filled and renewed and replenished. I deserve respect. This to me goes back to the integrity card here. This is about you deserve respect. This is about having boundaries in place. This is about standing in your truth, speaking your truth. This is about acting in a way that you feel is respectful from others, even to yourself. This is about boundaries, and this is about not allowing anything to not allowing anything or anyone to disrespect you in the future. This is about setting up the boundaries around anyone who tries, even. Next, we have I am passionate. We talked about that. Stepping back into your creativity and your passion again, because passion is what, feeds the soul. When you're creative, you are passionate because you're going after something that ignites your soul. Next, we have I reveal my truth. Again, this is about your authenticity. This is about standing in your truth. This is about speaking your truth. This is about walking in integrity. This is about saying the truth and being accountable for the truth. Okay. I am a dreamer. This is about having, the dreams that you want coming to the forefront. This is about creating new dreams. This is about planting new seeds. This is about being passionate and creative and joyful and balanced and peaceful and all of these many things as you step forward, and stepping into that childlike, dreamlike state to manifest those dreams as well. And then the last one is I am a problem solver. So this is about you working collaboratively with spirit to be co-creative as you move forward, solving whatever problems need to be solved, asking for the guidance that you need as you move forward, and listening and getting that. This is about taking those intuitive nudges you get to resolve issues as the guidance as well. So I do hope, Aquarius, that this helps you moving forward. Much love and light, Lady T.